Welcome to the new front line of digital defense. Today, we are diving deep into the most powerful new partner in the fight against cybercrime, artificial intelligence. So, let's get right into it.
Okay, so picture this. It's happening right now. A high-tech heist, and it's all unfolding at machine speed. Alarms are screaming, data is just pouring out, and all the traditional security measures, they're completely overwhelmed. Yeah, the rules of the game have definitely changed. You see, cyber attackers aren't just people anymore. They're using AI to make their attacks faster, smarter, and honestly, a lot scarier than ever before. We're talking about AI that can write phishing emails so good they look like they came straight from your boss. Or malware that acts like a digital chameleon, constantly changing its code to stay hidden. It's a whole new ballgame. So that leads to a pretty big question, right? How can a single human possibly keep up with all this? When you're facing an army of automated attackers that work 24/7, how do you even start to fight back? Well, the answer isn't about working harder. It's about working smarter with a brand new kind of partner. That's right. To fight fire with fire, we're essentially deputizing AI. But, and this is important, this is not about replacing the human detective. It's about giving them a partner that can operate at the speed and scale of today's threats. Think of it like the ultimate cyber canine unit. So first up in your new crew is machine learning. This is your team's super analyst. I want you to imagine a detective who has somehow read every single case file ever written. That's ML. It's constantly sifting through billions of data points, network traffic, login times, you name it, just to spot that one tiny clue, that one subtle pattern that screams, hey, something's not right here. Next, you've got Generative AI, who is basically the communications expert. This is the partner who can take a huge mountain of technical data and instantly write up a clear, simple incident report. It's like having a seasoned pro right next to you that you can ask questions in plain English, and you get instant summaries and clear steps for your investigation. And finally, there's agentic AI. This is your rapid response tactical unit. So while you're figuring out the why, agentic AI is already on it, handling the what now. It can autonomously disconnect an infected laptop from the network or apply a critical patch containing the threat in seconds, not hours. It's incredibly fast. Now, what's really interesting here is how perfectly these two rules complement each other. The human brings the strategy, the intuition, the ethical judgment, all the stuff machines just can't replicate. And the AI, it brings the raw speed, the ability to process massive amounts of data, and tireless automation. It's this exact combination, human intuition paired with machine intelligence, that really forms the backbone of any modern defense strategy. So we've met the team. Now let's see how this dynamic duo actually cracks a real case. You know, the process looks a lot like a classic detective show. First, the AI partner finds the clue, spotting something unusual that a human would probably never notice. Then it analyzes all the evidence, connecting the dots to reveal the shape of the attack. And finally, it helps contain the threat, basically locking down the digital crime scene. Let's open up a case file. It's 3 a.m. and the AI flags something. User A is logging in and accessing files they never ever touch. As you can see, the behavioral AI immediately flags this as a major deviation from their normal routine. An alert instantly goes to the human security team and the account is temporarily restricted. Just moments later, the AI connects that file access with data being sent to a suspicious IP address, and boom, it automatically blocks it at the firewall. The case is contained before the sun even comes up. Okay, here's another one. A really sophisticated phishing email comes in. Before a person even sees it, a natural language processing model, that's just AI that understands human language, scans the text, spots the signs of a scam, and puts it in quarantine. Then, when it sees the same attack hitting the entire finance department, it recognizes a coordinated campaign and creates a new security rule on the fly to block all of them. And this is how effective it is. Some of these AI tools block over 99% of these malicious emails. It's incredible. And the results, they're pretty dramatic. Just by using a generative AI partner to help analyze and fix threats, organizations are closing security cases almost 30% faster. And in a world where a breach can cost millions per hour, that's not just an advantage, it is a total game changer. What this means is that security teams get nearly a third of their time back, which lets them hunt for future threats instead of just putting out the current fire. Feeling inspired? Good. That feeling of empowerment is exactly why this field is so exciting. You really don't need a massive security budget to start building your very own detective kit. The language of the trade here is Python. It's simple to learn, it's incredibly versatile, and it has this massive community building powerful free libraries for pretty much any security task you can think of, from network scanning all the way to malware analysis. You can start building your own gadgets today, and seriously, it's more accessible than you think. For instance, you could build a tool that scans a file's unique digital fingerprints, or hash, to see if it matches any known malware. You could even use a popular machine learning library like scikit-learn, which is basically just a pre-built toolkit for finding patterns in data, to build a simple program that watches your system logs for anything weird. Every single project builds your skills and your understanding. All right, team, let's debrief. We have covered a lot of ground. Now it's time to go over the key intel and some of the risks you really need to be aware of out there in the field. So you're going to hear the term zero-day attack a lot. Think of this as a criminal's trump card. It's an attack that uses a vulnerability that nobody knows about yet. So the old school signature-based tools, they're totally blind to these. This is exactly where AI's behavioral analysis really shines, because it can spot the attack happening, even if it has never seen that specific threat before. But AI itself can be a target. With something called prompt injection, an attacker can actually trick a language model, our linguistics expert, into ignoring its safety rules. It's basically social engineering for AIs, and it's a good reminder that every new technology also creates new vulnerabilities. So, the crucial takeaway here is to understand that your AI partner has both strengths and weaknesses. As you can see, AI offers incredible speed, but it can sometimes flag harmless activity, which creates false positives. That's where human oversight is absolutely critical. It excels at pattern recognition for sure, but if it's trained on biased data, it can learn the wrong lessons. And while automation is super powerful, relying on it too much can make us complacent. The key is to always treat AI as a powerful tool in your kit, not some magic bullet that replaces your own judgment.
This quote right here says it all. AI is not here to take anyone's job. It's a force multiplier. It handles the overwhelming scale and speed of today's threats, and that frees up human experts to do what they do best. Think critically, investigate deeply, and make that final call.
So, are you ready to get in the game? Good. Here is your first assignment: building your own path forward to becoming a digital defender.
Here is a clear path to get you started. First, master the basics of Python. Then start exploring those powerful security libraries we talked about. After that, build a simple tool. Just get your hands dirty. And most importantly, stay curious. This field is constantly changing, and the best detectives are always the ones who never, ever stop learning.
The digital world is just full of unsolved mysteries and emerging threats. The next big case is out there, and it's waiting for a new kind of detective, armed with new kinds of tools. So the only question left is, are you ready to be the one to solve it?